Welcome to Baada 254, your home for incisive political discussion, views and interviews. And today I have my guest here, Samson Ogolla. We are going to talk about a lot of issues pertaining the political situation in our country, Kenya. Welcome, Samson Ogolla.
Thank you, sir.
RAILA Odinga is celebrating his birthday. What do you have to say about that?
Technically, I have to wish him happy birthday. He's an elder and a senior citizen in this country. So we wish him happy birthday. Though it is contentious how old he is, but we will go with what he's giving us, which is 78 years. So we wish him happy birthday. He's old, so he's out of respect. So he's a respected elder of society, and that's why I was saying he's a senior citizen of this country. So I wish him happy birthday.
And speaking of RAILA Odinga, how do you think he's handling the 2022 post-election?
If anything has ever shocked Raila, it is the election of August 2022, because he knew he was going to be president. Everything was conspiring towards him, be it the state, whether it was a matter of resources, be it the support base, everything was conspiring to get Raila be president. However, he did not count on who his opponent was. So this is a case study of how to underestimate your political opponent. So he underestimated Ruto, and Ruto won, and Raila has never recovered from that. He doesn't know what to do. The other day you saw him fumbling with some rallies, I will do this, but then he found that those do not have a lot of interest these days. Very few people attended the Jamhuri thing, to the extent that they had to use old photos. It was very bad. That is why they even cancelled the parallel Jamhuri Day they were to have in Jacaranda. What I can say is that he has not managed to move on well. He doesn't know what to do. That is what I can say, because he's been fumbling. He doesn't know whether to be a critic or to go violent or to do what. He doesn't know what to do. Yes.
And when you say about, when you talk about RAILA Odinga, who doesn't know what to do?
After post-election, he knows how to do other things anyways. After
post-election?
Yes.
So where does that one put him?
As we speak of today, RAILA Odinga has options, okay? But I think you are referring to the rumors of him vying. So Raila has options. He can build his base, because he has a base that he will never lose. The Luo support. Most of them will have issues with him today, but then tomorrow they will all galvanize and support him as they are supposed to do. Speaking as a Luo too. They will support him. So he is going to vie, likely. That's what I think he'll do. He'll capitalize on the people he has, maybe critique Ruto here and there, and then later launch his presidential campaign.
What do you think in the event that he decides to vie? Will he be a force to reckon with?
Of course. You see, other than Raila, who else will be a force? The politics of this country is such.
But we have Kalonzo Musyoka and others.
That is what I'm saying. The politics of this country is such that it's been Raila versus somebody else for the last 30 years. That is how it has been. It's been like, it is Raila versus who. So if you have Ruto, let's say now, it will be a race between Raila versus Ruto. He is the force to reckon with. One of the things we don't do in politics, if you want to go far, you don't underestimate your opponent. That is why in 2022, campaigning against Raila, we spared no effort. We did not underestimate him. And that's why we won.
Now that you are saying that Raila will be on the ballot, where does that leave Kalonzo Musyoka?
Kalonzo Musyoka is in a catch-22. If he supports Raila, he loses the combination this time. That one I can promise you. If he vies alone, okay, he also loses the election. He cannot win. He will be after Raila. There is no way he is winning against Raila. Unless the political dynamics changes to the point whereby we don't have Mudavadi with Ruto anymore. Okay? There is another coalition forming that one makes them a force to reckon with. But I don't see Mudavadi gambling outside Ruto, because this is the only political coalition he has gotten himself into, which is rewarding as promised. It's unlike those things you join and then tomorrow Raila betrays you. So Kalonzo is in a catch-22. He's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Because if vice, you know what happens? He loses. He will be number 3. But he supports Raila, he loses the Kamba vote. Meaning somebody else will take over. Maybe Mutua.
But there is possibility of Raila Odinga supporting him.
No, there is no possibility of Raila Odinga supporting anyone. Raila Odinga only supports you if there is something for him in it. Let me give you an instance. In 2002, people believed that Raila Odinga supported Kibaki out of his kindness, out of his the goodness of his heart. But only 2 months into the presidency of Kibaki, Raila told us there was an MOU. He was supposed to be made an executive prime minister.
You know, there are high chances of Raila Odinga supporting Kalonzo Musyoka, because Raila Odinga normally wants to appear like somebody who is quite unpredictable. And that's why they call him a Gwambo. Somebody who is unpredictable. And that's why the possibility of him vying is still there.
No, I am not into gambling or betting, but I would have gambled that he will not. You know, one of the most predictable politicians in this country is not even Kalonzo Musyoka. It is Raila Odinga. Because one thing doesn't change. It is always Raila Odinga first. If you see Raila Odinga supporting anyone else, it is because of what he expects to get from that person. And that's why I was giving an example of 2002, when people thought that he did support Mwai Kibaki out of the kindness of his heart. Only for him, 2 months.
But Raila Odinga is very kind, by the way.
I may be persuaded.
Very, very kind.
You can persuade me. Politically. You can persuade me. You can persuade me. I'm listening here. You are like, Raila Odinga is kind politically.
Yeah.
Just tell me one person he has supported without expecting anything out of it. Just one person.
The first time Kibaki.
He didn't support Kibaki. That is what I was using as an example. You see, Bonafazul, here is the ugly truth. Raila Odinga was with Moi. Okay? He folded his own party and joined Moi and was a KANU Secretary General because he believed Moi was going to pick him as the candidate. Then Moi picked Uhuru. Raila had 2 options. Vie on his own, okay, and face the same results of 1997, or join the already established coalition of Kibaki and Wamalwa. And that's what he did. He joined them, Akina Wamalo and Kibaki and all these people. And they formed, now it was from ANK to NAC. In that NAC, Raila was promised to be a prime minister with power, meaning Raila was going to be the head of government. That is why he supported Kibaki.
You know, the reason why I'm saying that Raila is honest politically is the fact that there are so many leaders Raila has molded.
I don't understand the meaning of molded. we may discuss this until...
Great. Back to Raila. What are his chances against William Ruto?
He will lose.
Why?
He doesn't have a chance. Ruto is not the type to go against when he's president. If he defeated you when you had the state machineries and a very enthusiastic opposition, in 2027, virtually even Raila supporters will just be voting for him for the sake of it, but not with that enthusiasm. Another thing, in 2022, when these people knew very well that Raila was going to win, almost 700,000 Luos didn't vote. Okay? Now that they know Raila will not win in 2027, how many do you think will just stay at home? He has no chance against Ruto. Let me just summarize it that way. Yes.
Great. Those are the political views of our political analyst Samson Ogola of Raw Politics. My name is Fazul. See you next time.